daughter, if you didn't know who I was. I want to thank each of you for coming. I want to thank everyone for flowers, hugs, smiles, text messages, anything and every way that you reached out to us during this time. We've appreciated it so much. We've had a really special time the last couple of weeks as Mother's health continued to fail, and we knew her time was drawing near, and I feel like the Lord really blessed us richly in that. I have some people that I really just want to thank. First of all, I do want to praise my Lord and Savior. He has taken my mother home, and here she is, and we have great comfort in that. He took her very gently and sweetly, and that was an answer to prayer, absolutely. And we praise Him for that. I do want to say that she had hospice the last few weeks and months of her life, and I had never really had an experience with that service personally, but if you ever have a loved one and you need that service, please don't hesitate. They were angels on earth. They not only took care of my mother, but they took care of us as well. And I want to commend the service of hospice for what they do for families and their loved ones as they go into their transition. I also want to thank our caregivers, and I want to do that publicly and by name. It's hard to bring people into your mother's home. And I just trusted in the Lord that He was going to provide for us, and He absolutely did. He was faithful to answer every prayer that we had and every need. The first caregiver that we had was Joanne Brown. She was my mother's first. She arrived first, and she was actually at Mother's side as she took her last breath. Joanne took care of Mother, but she also took care of her house, which was so important to Mother. And we thank you very much, Joanne, and we love you. She loved Mother, and she loved all of us just like family. Thank you. As Mother's health failed, we just had to have more and more help come in. And the next person that we had was Patty Tyra. And Patty stayed evenings and nights with Mother. And we loved to tease her about how she spoiled Mother. And my mother loved it. And we really could not compete with Patty's spoiling. But Patty, we thank you so much. She just attended to Mother so sweetly and kindly and gently. And we thank you for that. We had Amy LaRue, who was Mother's champion bath giver. She loved her bath time with her. And last but not least was Carrie Deal. Carrie came in just 2 or 3 weeks before Mother passed away, but her quiet presence and her medical knowledge just always set my mind at ease when she was there. I do want to say a couple of things about Mom, and Sam has really said all that probably really can be said. As I thought about my mother and her life, I started thinking about her legacy, and she loved many things, and she was involved in things. But she was mostly involved in her home and her family. My mama was just a mama. She was a mama. That was her highest calling, and she put her all into it. She served all of us, as Sam said, faithfully. She served my dad, but she served in a very quiet way. She never sought any attention or acknowledgement, for what she did. And she was very steadfast in her service. As he said, she started mothering from a very, very young age, and I never, not one time, ever heard my mother raise her voice or complain. She never said, I can't say this, I need a break, I need some self-care, I need to get away. I never heard my mother, not one time, say that. And I just want to speak that to y'all, that she was a wonderful example to all of us. Her quiet and steadfast service to all of us and to my dad and to her church family and to her friends. The last thing that I want to say is really about her legacy. And when I thought about that, I know what her legacy is. And we help to care for Mother along with the caregivers. And I just wanted to say that I think that my mother's legacy is that the fact that she raised 4 of the finest men I've ever known. I'm blessed to call them brother. As she became more frail and less mobile, she ended up in the bed, and I want to let all of you know that my brothers held my hand every step of the way. There was nothing that I did for my mother that my brothers did not do, and you just take your imagination where it needs to go. They fulfilled every physical need that my mother had, and I want to thank them and commend them for that. Real men take care of their mamas, and they did it without a witness and without, applause. They did it quietly and steadfastly, and that was my mother's legacy. I do want to thank each one of you for coming today. I know you took time out of your busy schedules. I know some of you traveled a long way. I know the weather is bad, but we want to thank you so much, and we love you all, and my mother loved each of you dearly. Thank you so much.
Amen.